Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something I think many of us struggle with, impulse buying.
Uh-huh. It's definitely common.
Yeah, and you've gathered some really practical resources,
Yeah.
focusing on how we can, get a better handle on our spending.
Exactly.
So the mission for this deep dive is basically to pull out those solid techniques, the actionable stuff, to help make more intentional choices and, well, avoid those impulse buys that just sneak up on you.
Right. Think of it like learning to spot the currents, the things that pull you towards those buys so you can navigate around them better. It's about making your spending match your bigger goals.
Okay, let's get into it. The sources really hammered home the need to know what sets off that urge. Self-awareness, basically.
Yeah, knowing your triggers.
Things like stress, definitely, or just being bored. And FOMO, that fear of missing out, is a big one too, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. FOMO, sales, they're designed to make you act fast without thinking.
So the idea is almost like becoming a detective for your own habits.
Sort of, yeah. Tracking those buys not to beat yourself up, but just to see, okay, when does this happen? What's going on? What was the trigger?
Looking for patterns.
Exactly. That awareness alone can be pretty powerful.
Right. And once you see those patterns, there's that simple strategy,
Yeah.
the 24-hour rule. Or maybe even longer.
Yeah, definitely.
There's
Just pausing, create that space between the, ooh, I want that moment and actually buying it.
It just gives you time to cool off, I guess.
Precisely. That initial intense urge often fades. It lets the more rational part of your brain chime in and ask, is this a need or just a want right now? You'd be surprised how often you decide against it later.
Makes sense. Now, another angle was about controlling your surroundings, reducing temptation.
Yeah, managing your environment, like those promotional emails flooding your inbox.
Unsubscribe, get rid of them.
Exactly. And it goes beyond email, too. Think about social media, those brands or influencers that always make you want stuff.
Unfollow. Might hurt, but probably helps the wallet.
It can make a real difference. Even deleting shopping apps off your phone, just adding that little bit of friction.
Makes it less mindless to just click and buy.
Right. So, okay, if you are going to shop, the sources stress being intentional, planning ahead.
The shopping list? Classic, but effective, whether you're online or actually in a store.
And the crucial part is sticking to it. Having that list is like your mission brief. Avoid wandering into aisles, physical or virtual, that aren't on the list.
Because that's where the danger lies.
That's usually where the impulse buys happen, yeah.
And interestingly, the sources warned against just casual window shopping, even online browsing.
It seems harmless, but it plants seeds. It can create desire where there wasn't any before.
So find free alternatives instead, like a walk or, I don't know.
Listening to a deep dive, yeah, anything that redirects that energy.
Okay, let's shift to how we pay. There was talk about using cash for discretionary stuff.
Yeah, that's a tangible way to set a limit. Leave the cards at home for those non-essential trips. When the cash runs out, well...
That's it, spending stops. No dipping into credit easily.
Exactly. And there was also that mental trick, reframing the price.
Oh, right, the costs in hours. Thinking about how long you had to work to earn the money for that item.
Yeah. It can definitely put a purchase into perspective. It makes you ask, is it really worth X hours of my time?
That connects nicely to the broader idea of just being more mindful about consumption. Right, like the one-in, one-out rule.
That's a great one for non-essentials. Before you bring something new in, something else has to go out. It forces you to really consider if you need it and helps prevent clutter.
Keeps things intentional. Now, looking ahead, what about automating savings?
Ah, yes. Setting up automatic transfers. Pay yourself first, basically.
So that money moves to savings or investments before you even see it as available spending money in your checking account.
Precisely. Less readily available cash means less fuel for impulse buys.
And to keep motivated, visualizing goals.
Yeah, connecting today's choices to those bigger things you want. Debt freedom, a vacation, retirement, whatever it is for you.
Keep a picture handy or just mentally remind yourself.
Whatever works. Having that why clearly in mind makes it easier to say no to the immediate, less important stuff.
Got it. And there were a couple of quick bonus tips too. The wish list.
Right. Instead of buying instantly, put it on a list. Delay it. If you still want it in a week or a month, okay, maybe consider it then. It's another form of delay.
And browser extensions to block shopping sites. A bit extreme maybe, but could work.
If you need that extra barrier, sure. Now, finally, we have to acknowledge, slip-ups happen.
We're human. We might still make an impulse purchase.
Exactly. So what do you do then? Well, first, if you can, return it. If it's unused, get your money back.
Makes sense. Practical step.
But also, don't just forget about it. Take a second to analyze why it happened. What was the trigger? How did you feel? Learn from it.
Turn it into a lesson for next time.
Right. So when you boil it all down, it's really about cultivating those mindful habits, isn't it? Focusing on your priorities.
Yeah, building that awareness and using these strategies to align your money with what actually matters to you, gaining control.
Which leads to maybe a final thought for you listening.
Yeah.
Looking at all these different tactics, which one or two really jump out at you? What feels like something you could actually try?
And maybe what's this one small change, one tiny step you could take today or this week to be a little more intentional with your spending?
Something to think about.
If you found this discussion informative, please like, subscribe, and share this channel to get daily discussions on a current economic topic.